guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, you guys, I am so sorry that I have not been on YouTube. It's been, to be honest, a really long year, and I think I'm ready to go back to YouTube. So for this video, I did want to include small clips of what happened through the last year of 2020, what happened, and like summarize little by little what I went through, and then why I was out of YouTube for a whole year, and almost a whole year already, just because I do want to update you guys. And I know that a lot of you guys that have followed me ever since I started, which is not that too long ago, they keep asking me, where's your new YouTube video, where's your new video, like when are you gonna do YouTube again, like you need to get back on it. And I think it's time to slowly start progressing again and doing YouTube videos again for this year. So slowly I'm gonna go ahead and start uploading a little bit, maybe daily vlogs, but I'm gonna summarize them maybe for a week, and then it's gonna go like that. Okay, if you hear things in the background, please don't mind them. I have my kids back there, and I have my nephew, and obviously they're playing, so maybe I'll put a music behind, but if you can still hear them, please don't mind them. Okay. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I do want to summarize the whole year. I do want to start off by saying thank you for those of you who have been with me ever since the beginning, and thank you for always showing me unconditional love. So I'm gonna start with January and February and March of 2020. I would say they were an okay year. I think that's the beginning of where we found out that Corona had hit the US, and then we started to quarantine, and we thought that it was only going to be a couple of weeks or maybe days, but then all of a sudden, obviously, it prolonged throughout the whole year. Personally, I don't really want to go into detail, but then again, if I don't tell you guys and like my viewers what happened or why I was missing, I think that you guys are going to be like, so what's the whole point of doing a YouTube video, you know? So probably I'll throw things here and there, but I don't really want to go into detail of exactly what happened, but I'll tell you like the parts. Okay, so yeah, April hit, and then I don't know, as you guys may know or may not know, I was actually married with now my ex-husband of 14-15 years. So yeah, so basically both of our lives were, even though we were similar and we lived in our own home, it was kind of becoming really hard living together. We tried our best because we do, like I said, have a family. We have 3 girls together. Obviously we have more than a decade together, but unfortunately I think it was time for us to split up because it was just a lot of pressure for both of us. I can't blame him and he can't blame me because it was both of us. So part of that was going on through March, April, May. Our plans for May were that we were going to go to Mexico and we were going to visit our mom. Her birthday is in May, and then obviously, as you guys know, Mother's Day is in May. But unfortunately, because of Corona, all the flights got canceled and we couldn't go. So we basically had to postpone until reopening of whenever we were able to travel. So after that, the things at home were also getting a little bit distant and basically just out of hand. Basically both of us were working too much, we were stressed, and I blame that we were working too much, all the years that we have been together and like all the differences we've had between each other. So that's what made us, just like I said, lead to us to basically just each one go its own different way, you know. So when June hit, unfortunately my mom got diagnosed with some tumors because she was feeling really sick. And this is a part where I'm gonna get emotional, just because I haven't talked about this, but I feel like I'm ready that I have to do this so I can slowly even though I don't want to accept the fact that everything that we went through happened in real life, but unfortunately it's true and we're living it, and it's something that we all go through. Everyone is human, and we're all going through the same thing. We're all gonna eventually end up going through the same thing. My mom ended up going to the hospital, or to the clinic down in Mexico. She used to live down in Mexico, for those of you who do not know. She moved down to Mexico she was there for several years, so we would go, and we were planning on going to visit, like I said, in May, but it got postponed, so we basically didn't know when we were gonna go visit her. But she was getting really sick, and we had to like find a way on how to go, because we have to go take care of my mom, you know. So she was getting really sick. Our family members were worried, and they're like, you guys need to come, like try to see what you guys can do and try to come. Fortunately, slowly, by June, last of June, beginning of July, the flights were, I think, opening back again internationally, and being able to fly. So we tried our best and tried to go and help her with the most we could. Unfortunately, whatever the doctors had told her at the beginning that she had, it wasn't that. It ended up being, my mom had she had like intestinal cancer, colon cancer, but unfortunately my mom never knew about it. That I don't know for how long my mom had that, since she was one of those Hispanic ladies that will never go to the doctor, because even though everything hurts in their body, they're really stubborn, and they do not like going to the doctors, just because either they think of the clinics are going to be really expensive, or they're going to do something to them or whatnot. Some Hispanics are like that, to be honest. So my mom was a really stubborn Hispanic that was like, no, it's a lot of money, I can't afford going to the doctor. And even though we would tell her, Mom, it's okay, you know, we can try to see what we can do, we can look for resources to pay, and no, she was no, I won't go. So for so many years she lived with the pain in her stomach, but she always thought like she was only constipated, and she never looked into it. So she lived like that for years and years and years and years and decades, you guys. So we don't know for how long she had her cancer, but unfortunately the time that they found out that she had cancer, it was the terminated cancer, the one that they cannot cure, the one that was way too advanced, and it was all in her organs, and it was basically damaging all her insides of the body. And even though she tried to get chemios, we did, as siblings, try to take her and her chemios, and we were hoping for the best, because the doctors had lied to us that she had a probability that she was going to survive. But after attempts of her going, and just imagine her being depressed and thinking of yourself having cancer. I can't imagine what my mom went through and what she would think about on a daily basis, knowing that she had her days counted, basically. So she basically was giving up on us, and she didn't want to continue with her life, because she knew that it was easier for herself just to let it go, basically. So even though we tried as siblings and as family members, tried to convince her to keep on going, but she knew that her cancer did not have any cure, and it was a matter of days, weeks, months, or hours and stuff like that. So we as siblings all traveled to Mexico. All of us, we tried our best to try to help her and to be with her on her rough days, knowing us in the back of our mind that we're gonna lose our mom. but hope for the best and hope that it never happened and it wouldn't happen. But unfortunately, after a couple of weeks and us being down there and trying to basically just love her the most we could and try to do the most we could for her, it was the last couple of days and hours that she had with us. Hopefully they were the best for her. Hopefully she got happy when she finally saw us coming to Mexico and being with her, even though it was in the roughest times of her life. And we all, even though we only got to see her for a couple of weeks or months, we're all really grateful that we at least got to see her before us not even being able to go and seeing her because of the pandemic and everything being closed and everything being not able to travel. And we are fortunate that we at least got to spend her last couple of days, her last couple of weeks, her last couple of hours, and her last couple of breaths that we were with her by her side. That's like the really most hurtful thing that has ever happened in my life. Obviously, losing your mom, it's something that I never wish upon anyone. It's, even though my mom and our family, my mom, she wasn't as how would you call it, my mom was a really rough person because she grew up being really strict. Her parents were really strict, and obviously her also coming from that, she was really strict with us. She was a single mom of 5 kids, and then another one came, and then another baby came, and then she raised him also by himself because my stepbrother's dad passed away. So basically she raised 6 kids on her own, even though she had her boyfriends here and there and we had our stepdads. It was fine, you know. She always tried to raise us on her own. Like, she always worked for us. And we are here where we are because of her, because she would always tell us, Yoli, do this. Corey, I'm happy that you're going to school. My brother is doing music, and then my other sister's painting. So I'm sure that she's really happy that at least we have something that we like to do, and that we're doing it, and that we can continue to do it, basically. And that we're not just like some kids that never did anything in life and just random, I don't know. But yeah, my mom unfortunately passed away August 15th. And the sad thing about that is that my mom passed away on my daughter's birthday. So it's going to be hard every year remembering her. And then at the same time, it's the birthday of my second child. And it's going to be real hard. It's been a couple months already since August. We're already in February, and I cannot. There's no day that I do not cry in my sleep. I'm going to sleep wishing she was here, wishing she was going through, like, wish she was here with us and still being with us, you know, just being, even though she wasn't with us in the US, she was still with us in spirit, and we would call her, and she was still basically with us. So it was a couple of rough months from June, July, August, and we stayed in Mexico with our family members down there. I'm super thankful that we had them down there. They were really amazing people that were always with us and held our hand, and I can't imagine what world and what I would have done if they weren't there, being with us and helping us with everything. And obviously it's a hurtful thing because it was, my mom was their niece, their daughter, their granddaughter, cousin, sister. So it was really rough being down there in Mexico. Her family was there, and we as her kids, her children, traveled to be with her for her last couple of days and hours that she had. That happened, and then meanwhile I'm in Mexico. The father of my kids decides that he wants to go to Mexico also and just basically terminate our relationship, which I didn't mind. Like I said, we were in the path of not being in a really good stage of our marriage. So before I left to Mexico, since I didn't know what was the plan that he had, grabbed all my things, all my belongings, and put them in the storage and started paying for them, paying for the storage for the months that I was in Mexico, because like I said, I didn't know what the plan that he had. So I basically tried to prevent him from just abandoning the home and just leaving my stuff there, and me being in Mexico and not being able to recover anything. So basically, luckily I put all of my belongings in a storage, and when we came back at the beginning of October, I just basically grabbed my stuff, and like not all of it, but like I started living with my brother, which has been a really helpful thing, because I have a roof over my head, even though times were a little bit rough money wise, just because I wasn't working. Obviously my job let me go just because I was out of work for so many weeks and so many months, so they just decided to let me go. So it was a little bit rough at the beginning coming back from Mexico. We did spend kind of money wise for her, everything that we did for her. And I will have a video that we're trying to do for family, and I will decide if I do want to do it for the public or not, but I am working on something like that just in memory for her, so family members can have and stuff like that, just because I did record everything that happened in Mexico. It's a memory that I want to have, because it's only once that you live that, and it even though it's hurtful, but at least you have like a memory of what we did for my mom. She had passed away. It's a memory that hopefully we can remember her, and we tried our best to do everything super nice for her. Hopefully she liked what we did for her. And yeah, so back to the story. I'm back in the US. I don't have a job. I don't have enough money. My bills are on top of each other and they're stacking, and then I'm owing a lot of money. So basically I find a job as a caregiver. So I do now work as a caregiver. Before I used to work at the restaurant, and then I used to work retail before that, the year prior to that. And so yeah, I've been fortunate since October to have a job, and like I said, now it's February and it's a help to me a lot throughout my bills. And then now present, I do now finally found a place where I can live with my own kids and then have basically our own space. I know it's going to be a little bit difficult just because I am a single mom and the father is no longer in the picture. He decided that maybe his life would be better without raising his daughters. So basically that's how it is, and I have to live with what I have. And yeah, that's up to date of what my year has been throughout last year, the beginning of COVID, and then this year, still during COVID season, and I don't think it's going away here soon. Yeah, I just wanted to update you guys and let you guys know why I have been absent for a whole year, almost a year and a half, I think, or even more. I'm so sorry that I haven't uploaded. Like I said, I know many of you guys were waiting for a video, and I owe it to you guys that I needed to do a video explaining basically what I went through and why I have been absent. I'm still doing makeup. I'm still doing clothing hauls. I have bought so many clothes that I literally just buy it and resell it because That's what I do. I just like to take pictures for Instagram and then I don't use it again. So that's basically what I'm doing. Also, a new thing that happened to me, and I'm really excited and I'm actually happy, is that I opened my TikTok account. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, you can go ahead and follow me. And it's I'll go ahead and link it down below, or I'll just put it like right here so you guys can see. I opened my TikTok account and it just out of random, it took me a couple of months, but I ended up hitting 10k followers. And then that was actually, I was actually surprised that I hit like a 10k mark somewhere, you know. Like I was like super excited that a lot of people are following me there, you know. I have a lot of followers on TikTok, even though it's not a lot maybe, but at least it's getting me to the point where I'm actually getting paid on any of the social medias that I have. Because on my Facebook, I rarely have any following. On Instagram, well, I barely hit like 1k like the beginning of the year. Snapchat also, I do have a lot of viewers, but obviously it's not to the point where, oh my god, Yoli, you're making money out of it. And then YouTube, I do have to bump up my subscribers. Like I don't know what to do, you guys. Like tell me what you guys want to see and I'll go ahead and do it for you guys. But yeah, like I said, I do want to update you guys weekly, bi-weekly maybe, like a vlog. For those of you who did not notice also, so this video is now on the Yoli's, a day in Yoli's life, I think I put it. I have to double check, but it's basically, I want to update you guys of my life. And then just aside from my other channel, my main channel, Confident You, Confident You is still going to be makeup related and clothing related, but this one is going to be like a day with me, or like I said, I'm going to be doing it weekly. So basically a day with me during that week. Maybe not every day, because there's some days that we do not feel good to record, you know, even if we want to, but there's some days that we just don't feel. Especially, like I said, it's been a couple of months from my mom's passing, and still till this day there's no day that I don't cry, that we wish that that had never happened. But like I said, it's something that we go through in life, and even though it hurts so much, we have to learn how to live with it and just appreciate the moments that we had with the people we have, with the people that we are surrounded with and loved from. So yeah, that's basically it, you guys, and I'm so happy to be back. I hope you guys are happy also for me coming back. I am super excited for all the content, and I actually do have a surprise that I want to upload, hopefully a week later or 2 weeks after this video goes up. That way you guys can know. I do have a surprise that was unexpected, but it's a huge surprise that I think many of you are going to get happy. Because I am. But yeah, so this is the end of the video. Like I said, I hope you guys keep on watching me, keep on supporting me. I know that it's been forever, and I'm hopefully coming back stronger than ever and with more content, okay? And just appreciate whoever you're around more and more each day, because you'll never know when it's the last time that you're gonna see them. Especially, I'm not just saying especially because I lost my mom this 2020, but because my daughters also lost their dad. Not because he passed away, but because he decided to be on his own and not take care of them, which is absurd. Like, I can't believe a dad can do that. But if my dad did it to us that were 5, just imagine my ex-husband not being able to do it to his 3 kids. Sometimes that's how men are. They just decide to be freely. But I believe in karma, and I believe that everything you do, everything bad you do, will come around. So if something bad happened to me, maybe I did something wrong. So we never know, you know. So that's basically it, you guys. Like I said, I'm so happy to be back, and I hope you guys keep liking my videos, keep commenting, ask me any questions if you guys have any questions. Thank you guys once again for watching me, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the month, the rest of the year. But I'll see you guys on my next video, okay? I hope you guys like it, and bye. Have a good one.